again, Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Gray. Finds his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Fires left. Got his man. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up at 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't tough. But there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins, not this time.
Finds his man. It's Kyle Manor. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. looking for a physical attack from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Dalton. Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter?
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bucks! Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 15-yard line. He wants to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Gray. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
14, Northwestern 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Going for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught behind the line. It's Io Manor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. Oh, they're faking it. Fires it. And they pull it off. He's got it for the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy.
And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Pulls it in. It's Etienne. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Dalton. Pocket starts to collapse. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. Lining up to convert third down. He'll just keep slinging it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. With the catch, it's Io Manor. At the 40, there he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Dalton. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their...
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Smashes through. Touchdown, Bucks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. After the short completion, it's now second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's out past the 35. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Dalton. Getting some heat. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Makes the catch and knocked down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.